the exact imprint of his nature, not a reflection of, but an exact imprint of, an exact representation of is the idea here. And what is he the exact imprint of? He is the exact imprint of God's nature. So this is the Greek term hypostasis. This word appears a handful of times in the New Testament. This is the only occurrence that is used in this way to refer to the nature of God. And it's translated correctly here as nature. You can see that in the context here. Now, that's what it's referring to. But as most words do, it has a semantic range. So it can mean essence or nature, but it can also refer to or mean or be translated as person. It has those ideas. Here, it clearly refers to nature. But part of the problem is how we define our terms. And we're going to see that part of the controversy in the early couple centuries was with the fact that some people were using hypostasis to mean nature, and some people were using hypostasis to mean person, both of which are within the semantic range of the word, and they were talking past each other. And a lot of these debates, even today, are talking past ourselves, right? Whereas another Greek word that does not appear in the New Testament, at least I don't think it appears at all, but especially with reference to God, ousia, is a near synonym of hypostasis and has a very similar range of meaning. Ousia can also mean nature or person. In the early centuries of the church, what happened was one group was using both hypostasis and ousias as synonyms to mean nature. The other group was using hypostasis and ousias as synonyms to mean person. They were talking past each other, and eventually some bright theologians came along and said, here, I have an idea. Since both words can mean either, let's just decide we're going to all use one to mean nature, and we're going to all use one to mean person. What they chose is ousia to mean nature. The reason for that is, at least by that time, apparently, more people were using hypostasis to mean person. And so they were afraid that if in the Nicene Creed they used hypostasis to mean nature, that it would confuse people. So they used ousias. So they decided on ousia to be nature, and hypostasis became the word that means person. But it's a bit unfortunate because hypostasis does not mean person here. So that's where it can be confusing. Again, unless we understand how things develop historically. But here, hypostasis does clearly mean nature. It can't mean person, right? He is not the same person as the Father, and other texts make that very clear. So Christ is the exact representation, the exact imprint of the essence or being of God. So Jesus Christ fully and completely possesses the very nature of God.